Welcome back to another episode of the Casey Campbell podcast. Casey Campbell with you, of course. Pleased to be joined by Miles Haggert of Clare football. How's it going?
Good. How are you?
Doing well. So let's talk about the game last night. Just kind of talk about what happened.
Yeah, feeling it was a really physical team, really good week one opener to have. And the game went back and forth. We got off to a slow start, but we battled. That's what this team's really been about all summer since June in the weight room, just really trying to push each other. And we really wanted to win that game. And sometimes it just doesn't go your way. But I guess I'm glad where we're at. I think we're going to end up being all right.
Yeah. Okay, so you kind of have like this interesting thing here going on. It's like you've been bouncing around all over the field for so kind of explain your journey the last few years.
So I guess growing up, like in youth football, I was always the quarterback. And then when I got to middle school football and there was a weight limit and I got like bigger than everybody, I guess I had to play on the O-line. And then once I got to high school, I had an option to either like stay on JV and be the quarterback or come up to the varsity and play guard on the O-line for them. And I decided to play guard, and that's where it was ever since. And then last year, I was actually the quarterback until I got injured early in the year. And now I'm back on the O-line and kind of asked for a better position to be in.
You don't usually see every day a quarterback going to the offensive line. That's quite the position thing for you. It's like what's that like?
It's really interesting being able to see like both aspects of the field. Like one time you're looking at a defense getting the ball snapped to you, and the other time you literally just have to block somebody, and it's physical every single down. And it really like puts in perspective like the point of view of each position and like how important it can be on the field.
Yeah. What's it like being on the O-line?
It's fun. It really is. We have a good O-line. We have a good group of guys. We push each other every day in practice, and we know that the team is going to call plays and they're going to run behind us. And we really take that upon ourselves, a challenge, and we like having all that pressure on our back. So it's pretty fun.
Yeah. I know, I know conference play begins this week. What's that like to kind of, begin, I know obviously every game is important, and now it's even really important. Now you're getting into Jack Pine play. I've learned a lot about the Jack Pine Conference in these last few weeks. What's it going to be like now beginning the season week two? Now beginning conference play here in week two.
Yeah, I think the conference is pretty talented this year. A lot of teams want to win. Gladwin's been on the top the last couple of years, so that's definitely our goal to really try to beat them and make sure that we can't lose. But it's a week by week process, I guess. So Piconning, they've wanted some respect. They played a tough week one game, and we're not looking past anybody, and we're just ready to go out and win 1 week each game and try to win the conference that we haven't won in a couple of years.
Yeah. So kind of really talk about this week's matchup, and I know that what's that like going to be going up against another opponent?
Yeah, Pinkanning's a really well coached team. They're hungry. They've wanted respect. Again, they played a pretty good game last week, and again, we're not looking past anybody. We're trying to bounce back though after a tough loss last week, and I think that the team is really still bought in, and I think that we'll be able to right the ship and go on a little run here.
Yeah. So talk about playing these what's it like up in the Jack Pine Conference for people that might not know what is that area like?
It's just teams in the middle of the state, and it's a battle every week. There's not a lot of flashy offenses, not a lot of flashy defenses, just teams going out there and they're physical every week. Every week's a challenge. Been playing these teams all my life, and it hasn't gotten any easier. Really made friends with everybody in this league, and it's a fun league. It's a really small league, it's right in the middle of the state, and we get after it.
So coming into this, going in, obviously with coach being, been on the staff for a long time, the second year as a head coach, what's that been like to be a part of that team?
Yeah, I mean, our motto is tradition never graduates. We have a lot of people that went to Clare on the staff, and they preach that all the time. My dad coached the head coach. My dad coached several other guys on the staff, and we all have a really good bond. And I think that's helped our team chemistry, being able to have a lot of people to go to on the staff when maybe you're not feeling right or you need to get something off your chest. And I think it's really important to have that.
How do you handle the ups and downs of the season?
Yeah, I mean, like I said again and again, every week's a battle. You're not gonna feel 100% after a game. Like obviously, last night was probably one of the most physical games I've ever been in. They brought it for sure. They're a really good team, so it's really all about bouncing back, doing the right things that you need to get your body back in shape because you have a game every week now.
Yeah.
There's camps over. You have a game every single week, and you got to be ready for that.
Okay. How does before Miles gets ready, what does Miles do to get ready for a game?
Normally I like just get off my feet for a while and put the headphones on and just get in my own little zone, I guess. And
Okay.
we have a lift before the game. We lift after school before the game. And then after that, it's all business. I put my headphones on and I just try to get in my own little zone, really lock in mentally, and then go out there and try to be as physically dominating as I can.
Okay. In those headphones, what is Miles listening to?
I like a lot of Drake, maybe a little baby, just stuff to get me going. Yeah, stuff like that. I'm not a big
Yeah.
country guy.
I always love what kids listen to. It's always interesting. I know I've heard a lot of responses from a lot of different people. Everyone's got a different taste in music, I've learned.
Yeah,
Um, all right. Let's get to know you, Miles. How about that?
sounds good.
Um, okay, so what is most memorable moment that you have had in your high school career?
My freshman year, we won the conference in the last play of the game. That was pretty exciting. Definitely the playoff wins that we've had. The one my sophomore year against Gladwin, that one's always fun. And then I don't know, just being able to. I guess last night really that was a really fun game, especially after not being able to play much last year. Just being back out there, there's no other feeling like it.
Yeah. Let's see. Any football superstitions?
No, not really. I don't try to do the same thing each week, but I guess sometimes that it just kind of happens, especially with the schedule that you have built in. We lift and then we go eat and then we just kind of go to the locker room or our turf room, wherever we want to go to settle down before we get ready to play the game.
Yeah. Okay, are you a last are okay, I need or are you a guy that says, okay, I need to look at this let's look at last minute things right before the game. I got as much time as I need. Or am I like, I cannot think about this game. I just need to go elsewhere.
Um, yeah, I try to watch as much film as I can, obviously like the week leading up to the game, but once
No, I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about like right before. Like I know people like either like, in the locker room or on the bus or something like that. That's what I mean by that.
okay, yeah, no, then once Friday night comes around, I'm ready to just play. I just put the helmet on and I go out there and I try to have as much fun as I can with my friends.
Okay. And what is something people do not know about you?
I guess I don't know. I guess I also play basketball and baseball at my school. You know, our school's pretty small, so everyone plays multiple sports and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So
Okay. All right, Miles, thank you so much for coming on.
thank you.